first of all, have you guys read my feedback on your project outline? First of all, I replied to the so-called the coordinator, the team leaders, and then. But I'm wondering whether the leaders has already shared. Okay, well, my feedback with the team members. I hope the answer is yes. Good. Okay. And then I guess it's about time for us to start. If you have a look of our course schedules, the deadlines are coming, and then I hope we are able to have sufficient time to say to work on the first draft. Even though the first draft will not be graded, non-assessed first draft, and then part of it at least. I can make sure that you guys are on the right track. That's what I'm thinking about. That's why if you have a look of the due date, say you may notice one deadline is about technical specification first draft. That means maybe not the whole specification, but then at least I hope I'm able to have a look of part of it, something that you guys have already completed. I hope you still remember we discussed this issue. This is the template, or where you got the ideas about what the text specs covers. Hi, morning, come on in. Let me share what we have on our Blackboard side first of all. Maybe, yeah. There we go. Our class sites, yes. Quickly show you this, and then course content. Technical writing. Technical specifications. Oh no, nothing's here. And then sorry. It's about the assignment. Technical specification. Yeah, this one, as well as the. Where is it? Okay, it's about the template. About the by the way, maybe let's move on to the course again so that I can show you. Actually, it's been our course booklet, but then I'm wondering whether there are any separate files. If not, then I sent it to you guys. Okay, in a second. Oh, by the way. Let me wake you up by sharing. I'm not sure whether you view this video clips or not. I hope the answer is no. And then just it's about my feedback to you guys. Oh, by the way, sorry. Oh, I missed one crucial point. Let's go back to this. Yeah, okay, and we'll check. All right, okay, fine, good. This slide is here. Yeah, and then let's see. This was. I'm sharing a short video clips with you. I'm wondering whether you have viewed it or not, and it reminds us, it gives us more ideas about what we might do in our presentation as well as our next task. That means technical specifications about writing. Enjoy it.
Hear that? That's nothing. which is what I, as a speaker at today's conference, have for you all. I have nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Zippo. Nothing smart, nothing inspirational, nothing even remotely researched at all. I have absolutely nothing to say whatsoever. And yet, through my manner of speaking, I will make it seem like I do. Like what I am saying is brilliant. And maybe, just maybe, you will feel like you've learned something. Now, I'm going to get started with the opening. I'm going to make a lot of hand gestures. I'm going to do this with my right hand. I'm going to do this with my left. I'm going to adjust my glasses. And then I'm going to ask you all a question. By show of hands, how many of you all have been asked a question before? OK, great. I'm seeing some hands. And again, I have nothing here. Now, I'm going to react to that and act like I'm telling you a personal anecdote. Something to break the tension. Something to endear myself a little bit. Something kind of embarrassing. And you guys are going to make an awe sound. It's true. It really happened. And now I'm going to bring it to a broader point. I'm going to reel you back in. I'm going to make it intellectual. I'm going to bring it to this man right here. Now, what this man did was important, I'm sure. But I, for one, have no idea who he is. I simply Google image the word scientist. And now, you see, I'd like it to seem like I'm making points, building an argument, inspiring you to change your life, when in reality, this is just me buying time. Now, if you don't believe me, let's take a look at the numbers. This is a real thing that's happening right now. The number of talks that I'm giving is 1. Interesting facts imparted thus far in said talk, well, that's going to be a 0. My height in inches is 70.5. Note the 0.5 there. 2 times 6 equals 12. And then interestingly enough, 6 times 2 also equals 12. That's math. 352 is a 3-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then almost immediately following that, we get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, to add more filler here, I'm going to give you a couple more numbers to consider. 18, 237, 5,601, 2.6 million, 4, 24, staggering. These are real numbers, all of them. And to follow that up, let's take a look at some graphs. Now, if you take a look at this pie chart, what you're going to see is that the majority far exceeds the minority. Everybody see that? Cool, isn't it? And let's take a look at this bar graph because it shows similarly irrelevant data. Now, I'm doing this because I'd like to make it seem like I've done my homework. If you were, say, watching this on YouTube with the sound off, you might think, OK, this guy knows what he's talking about. But I don't. I'm floundering, panicking, I've got nothing. I'm a total and utter phony. But you know what? I was offered a TED Talk. And damn it, I'm going to see it through. Now, if you take a look behind me, these are just words paired with vaguely thought-provoking stock photos. I'm going to point at them like I'm making use both of my time as well as your time, but in reality, I don't know what half of them mean. And now, as these continue, I'm just going to start saying gibberish. Wagga wah, gabba gabba, turkey, mouth in a mouth, chip, trip, my dog Skip. Rip it and dip it, Richard. I'm an itty-bitty baby bopper, and I'm hungry in my tum-tum. Brad Pitt, Uma Thurman. Names, things, words, and more things. And see, it feels like it might make sense, doesn't it? Like maybe, just maybe, I'm building to some sort of satisfying conclusion. I mean, I'm gesticulating as though I am. I'm pacing, I'm growing in intensity. I'm taking off my glasses, which, by the way, are just frames. I wore them to look smart, even though my vision is perfect. And now I'm going to slow things down a little bit. I'm going to change the tone. I'm going to make it seem like I'm building to a moment. And what if I was? Amazing, isn't it? What can you do? Life's a roller coaster. You know, if there's one thing you take away from my talk, I'd like you to think about what you heard at the beginning, and I'd like you to think about what you hear now. Because it was nothing, and it's still nothing. Think about that. Or don't, that's fine. And now I'm going to stop talking. Thank you.
Yeah, hope you like it. Woke you up. How, I mean, even though you guys are super, super busy, I hope find some happiness. Let me share some happiness with you. I don't know how you feel about, this talk, the tech talk, but then to me, I guess, it's pretty complicated. Because number one, Evelyn reminds students to use suitable strategies when they give presentations. However, the speaker has just demonstrated, okay, the techniques without any content. Yeah, it's like, okay, I love his creativity, just like what I told you, and then but at the same time, it's inspiring. And then let us think about, okay, when we write or say our text specs, or when we give our presentation, we have to strike a balance, right? Don't go to one of the ends, too extremes. No, okay. So a kind reminder, but I hope you love his sense of humor. Great. Okay. Then this morning I would like to finish first of all. Share some more examples with you, and bring you into the technical writing world. Just like, okay, you can speak, you can write. However, when we talk about technical writing or technical presentations, we try to look at presentation, or we try to look at writing from another perspective. What I mean is, so I love some of your sharing. Some of you did share with me during the consultation sections, or during the class activities. That means still we put our reader, or say our audience members, at the top of the list. We think about their concerns, we think about their needs, we think about their questions. If we think about their prior knowledge, say just like what you did when you prepare your presentation materials, or just like what the speaker did just now, when you think about his presentation, I'm sure, he did calculate carefully. Yeah. Now, before I start, let me share two files with you. They are related to tech specs, technical specifications. Two tech spec samples. Okay. The first one is about a hardware product, while the other is software. Okay. I hope you are able to download the files and view the files. Yes? Does it work? Two PDF files. I'll walk you through this. And we need the course materials then, kept on our Blackboard site. This is the first one, Intel. So you got NUC products, and you find the title, technical product specifications. could you view the files, the one that I sent to you? Yes, hopefully yes. Keep them well, because they are, well, some examples in the market. That means, well, engineers did prepare tech specs in their fields, and you know something real, okay? Not something, well, found at uni only, not textbook stuff, no, but real life examples. Let's take a look. I would like you to scan some lines, maybe just a couple of paragraphs. You don't have to read everything in a very detailed manner, no, but let's share a little bit, say how you feel about their writing style. What do you think about the writing style? So broad identification info. Yeah, think about some features, something, well, your first impressions. Oh, tech spec is like this. Okay, it includes the style is like something, and so yeah, product identification info. Okay, so here, prefix. So please read the prefix, intended audience, what this document contains. Very simple, just a couple of paragraphs, 3. Have a quick look. And please share something that you found, okay, your impression. What about the style of this piece of writing? Some sort of features. What do you think about the language? Yes, so if you have some ideas after reading 3 paragraphs, prefix, intended audience, what this document contains, please share. You may type your ideas into the chat box. Yeah, just some brief ideas, your impressions, feelings. So what do you think about the style, writing style? Okay. I think it's formal. Okay. No, not many words. No. Conciseness is one of the keys. Good news, right? Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Could you mind elaborating a little bit? What's the meaning of formal? Why you think it's a bit formal? Okay, maybe we go. Any other particular features that you notice in terms of style, format, layout, content? Okay, I let you. Yeah. Yes, overview. I show you the overview. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. The more the better. Yes. Just quickly talk about. Okay. Yeah, there are quite a lot. Have you noticed? Lots of figures, right? Lots of tables. Did you discover one of the features? Columns. How information is presented. Think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Structured. Say table 1, the heading is placed above the table. Have you noticed? Above the table. However, when you think about the title of the figure, it's placed under, below. And so it's a table. And if you have a look at the descriptions, very concise. Okay, this is the board layout. Figure 1 shows blah, blah, blah. And then here, have you noticed? See, figure 1 major board components is placed below the figure. Table 2, yeah, yes, above it. Not something, we do randomly. No, we have to follow the rules. Bottom, this one. Very clear, right? Simple, to the point, straightforward. Good. Very sharp. I love your, analysis. Very good. SRS. Even though, you guys, I guess, you guys, are put in the hardware engineering team. This class, so-called. Still, I hope I am able to introduce something about software specifications, SRS. Number one, I think, it's good for you to be exposed to both hardware as well as software specifications writing. Number two, I remember one team, focuses on applications writing. That's why, still it's about software programming. Then I guess it would be nice, okay, for you guys to write your SLS instead of the hardware technical specification, the one that I just showed you about Intel. And this is SRS, software requirement specifications, named SRS. This is about cafeteria ordering systems. Okay, we just have a quick look of a paragraph or two. Again, table of contents. Have you noticed? Not letters, section A, B, C, D, E. No, we have numbering system 1, 1.1, 1.1.1, so on and so forth. And here, have a look. The purpose, scope, product features. We just focus on 1.1 and 1.2. Again, have you discovered anything? The language. What about the style? Yeah. So product perspectives. Yeah. Still similar, right? And going back to the previous one about, yes, this one, Intel. I just want to, raise a question and see whether you can answer this question. Going back to the, oh my gosh. Come on. Yep. So it's good. You don't have to write lots of notes. But the technical information is presented in a very, very concise and precise manner. Yeah, going back to the jump a little bit. Let's jump. Yeah. Yeah. My question to you, take a look at this example. Intended audience. Okay. The specification is intended to provide detailed technical information about blah, 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 and its components to the vendors, system integrators, and other engineers and technicians who need this level of information. Is specifically not intended for general audiences. Don't you know why? What's the meaning of the last sentence? Can you guess? Does the last sentence remind you something about something which is very, very crucial when you write your text specs? Okay, good. Not for the public. Good. But what's the meaning of not for the public? What's the characteristics, well, or certain key areas that you got to private? Okay. Something else. What about? Oh, good, good, good. Explain. I love the word. Technical terms. Yes, I loved. Yes, good. Sharp. You got the point. No need to explain exactly. That means, okay, when you and your team members and you are drafting your team's tech specs, yes, exactly. It's about technical background. Good. It's about your audience, your readers' prior knowledge, what you are covering and what you are not covering. What sort of information is needed by your selected readers? Please answer the questions before you start. Then it helps you to get more ideas about one word. That is, again, very, very important when you think about your writing. Scope, the scope of your text specs. You remember, I hope you still remember, at the very beginning of this course, we have already talked about, well, their needs, your readers, your audience members' needs. What sort of information is more crucial to them? Do you have to explain, well, say, the, how should I put it? Okay. The selling points of the products here in your text specs? No. For vendors, integrators, engineers, technicians, in particular, when we talk about system integrators, engineers, technicians, they need technical info. That's why if you think more carefully, you know more about what text specs covers. So please have a look over the whole text specs with your teammates later. There are more. I will show you more authentic examples. Then you know, okay, in the future, as an engineers or as a say engineers or say as maybe programmers, you still have to read. Maybe you don't have to draft a lot, but then you have to read quite a lot of text specs of similar products, the competitors' products, whatever, which may help you more. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the background, I hope you understand why we need to know more about the language. It's a little bit different, right? Do you think, well, it's totally, the writing style, the language, all these things. Well, think about the difference between technical writing and academic writing. That's a big gap, agree? That's why try to forget what you did last year if you tried academic writing. Good news, right? You don't have to think about the use of academic words, formal, not formal, complex and structures all the time. No. So now get ready to the, writing style, Jenny. Journey about writing style. I show you more examples and then I need your active participation still. Try to get involved and answer. Have some revisions. All these can be found in your course booklet, section 2, module 2, 2A, as I remember. Yeah, correctly. Yeah. Clarity. We use parallel structures. When you have a look at the first example, we find the purpose of, and then ing, present participle, strengthening, present participle, guiding the sheaves through the rest of the machines. Here, noun phrase, similar to what we discussed when we talk about the presentation materials, parallel structures. Okay, so pick one. 1, 2, or 3. Pick one and try. One is already, well, it's done for you. So I guess, well, you don't need to try sentence 1. What about sentence 2? Try to think about, okay, how you are able to write in a more concise manner, number 1. Number 2, the use of parallel structures. Yeah. You may share your work with me privately. Yeah. If you would like to try, number 3, that's okay, no problem. Try 1, practiced. Everyone has to learn to be a more effective technical communicator. Save your time. You don't have to write a lot. Save your readers' time. They don't really have to read a lot, but they have already got your key message easily. Yes, so that's the purpose. 2 or 3, okay, pick one. You're with me, right? I'm sharing the screen with you. I hope. Yep, okay. This one. Yep, send me a private message maybe. Yep. Try. Easy, super, super easy. Yeah, spends 10 seconds drafting one of the revised, okay, sharing the revised versions with me. And have you, never mind. Say number 2, for example, have you found any redundant or repetitive info? If yes, try to think about, okay, what the key message is, and then what's the best approach in terms of conciseness. Yeah, good. Okay. Nice. Good. Yeah, so check. Have a look. Say text sentence 2. You may, I mean, I only showed you one possible approach, but there are many. You may try, but then here, take a look. Would consist of a noun phrase, the use of the systems in every detail. Yes, exactly. Okay, good. Yes. And then number 3, say parallel construction. Good. More durability, better noise reduction, and higher efficiency. Instead of it is more efficient. That's the meaning of parallel structures. Number 1, remind yourself, okay, parallel structures. Usually I ask my students, okay, when you write, maybe, you can't take care of so many things, but then when you proofread your own writing as well as your team members, then you might try to be a bit more sensitive and think about your checklist. Oh, everyone talks about, okay, well, let's pay attention to the use of parallel structures, and then, well, it will help, definitely. Next, another area that you might think about. We try to get away from some words that have opposite meanings. What does it mean? For example, transparent. Take the last one as an example. Transparent. Can you name, well, 2 different meanings? What does transparent means? It's a bit tricky if you use this word and then your reader might misinterpret what you're saying. Try to get away from it. Transparent? Don't you know what transparent means? 2 different meanings. One, it means yeah, good. Any other meanings? Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, good. I hope you understand, what Adelaide wants to remind you. Yes, good. Thanks so much. Thanks. Like, left, left, left the room. He has already left the room, departed. However, 5 minutes left remained. Then, if you use this word, well, in an appropriate manner, then your readers might fall into the trap. You got the point. Then be careful with certain words. I just share some examples with you. These words may be a bit, dangerous to be used when your readers are not clear about it. Why this sentence is what we call ambiguous sentence and ambiguous word. The ambiguous word is since. Since is about reasons or it's about chronology, like, okay, starting from a particular point. You got my point? That's why it's a bit tricky. Your reader might understand the sentence differently if they interpret the word since differently. I hope you got my point. That's why when you do technical writing, you got to be careful. Yeah, say T cells rather than B cells appeared as S. It's a tricky word. It's an ambiguous word because as meaning one, because meaning two, when. Right. Then it's a little bit, again, confusing. That's why we might use other specific adverbs because, or after showing, the exact meaning without any ambiguity. No. We use because, for example. We should get away from this. Last means the previous ones or the most recent one. Last addition, the last one, that's the end, the end of the list, or just the previous one. You got to, again, be careful. Conciseness. What's the meaning of conciseness in each one? So sometimes when I read my students' writing, I'm like, oh, come on, try to express yourself in a more concise manner. That's what I mean. Okay. So hey, take a look of the last one. Is it very clumsy? What do you think? Take a look of the worthy examples. Would you make the same mistakes? The need to keep our recharging capacity to its maximum is necessary. What's the key idea? yeah, exactly. Yeah. So straightforward, to the point, be direct. But of course, everything got to be grammatically correct. So don't forget. Yes. We must maximize our recharging capacity. Yes, exactly. Yes. But don't distort. Okay, so sometimes students got some problems that is they cannot present the ideas in a very precise manner. Conciseness, okay. Conciseness, there's a gap between the original idea and the students' ideas when writing. Say the last one here, supported by a thick wire connected to a pin in the base. That's basically what's the main, the main idea of these lines. So could you try at least one or two of them? Try to get away from these phrases. Noun phrases. No, we try to be direct. What does it mean? We use more verbs, have you noticed? Instead of using make revisions, what should we say? What should we write? Simply, what should we do? Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Lots of verbs, specific verbs, action verbs got to be used instead of noun phrase. Yeah, we have, lots of possibilities. But have you noticed we try to get away from daunting, clumsy phrases? Try to get away from nouns, lots of nouns, or what we call nominalizations. 1, 2, which one sounds clearer to you? More direct, more concise, 1 or 2, sentence 1 or sentence 2. Take a quick look of these two examples. Definitely, yeah. I think we understand that sentence 1 is fine in terms of grammar, but when we talk about technical writing style, we focus on conciseness. That's why we try to, bear in mind and think about whether we are able to use as limited words as we can to express the ideas. We use more verbs instead of conducted research, engaged in an analysis, and we say research and analyzed. That's it. So that's a challenge to you. Verbs, nominalizations, verbs that have been turned into nouns. We try to get away from them. No, because, sentences containing nouns, many, or too many nouns, then what about the overall tone? Weaker, wordier sentences. And to a certain extent, slow readers down. Not something desirable when we talk about technical writing. We think about just think about, the examples I showed you in the market, those text specs. And then I think it's easy to tell. All right, pick one and try. Please revive them. At least try one of them. Good. Okay, yeah, nice. Hopes. Someone's hope was for preservations of. Yes, good. So what about that sentence? There were predictions by business executives that the economy would experience a quick revival. So which parts could be revised? Think about it. The ideas could be presented in a more concise manner. So you may say, Evelyn, does it mean, we try to use subject, verb, object, very simple, the patterns like this? Sometimes, yes. If you have a look at the text specs, I share with you, it seems to be like this, right? Pretty simple. Avoid using too many, subordinate clauses like which, where, blah, blah, blah. We do, but then not too many. We don't use a lot. That means subject, verb, predictions, predicts something, right? Business executives predicted that the economy would quickly revive, would experience a quick revival. So quickly revive. That's your approach. use simple noun, facilitate, cause, finalize, and utilization. Use functionality, feature. We use simple words. Any redundant words? What I said, needness words. Have you used them? Use these phrases. Why? We got some, needness words. Introduced anew, for example. Introduced anew. Which word is redundant? Introduced a new program. Or completely eliminate. Currently underway. Yeah, currently underway. What's the meaning? Well, which word is redundant then? Yeah. Which word? One of them. Currently, yeah, good. Say basic fundamentals. Which word is redundant? Come on, two of them. So 1 out of 2. You might just omit one of them. Basic fundamentals. Something has already existed. Has already existed. Yes, that's what I came across last night. Okay, everyone. Yeah, emails of my students. Mixed together. Do we have to use the word together? It's like you don't have to say repeat again because repeat means say again. You don't have to say return something back to me because return means give it back to me. That's the meaning of what we call needness words. Choppy sentences. Okay, no. So we use linking words to show the logical flow, cause and effect, and so on. We may use ing present participle with verbs instead of noun all the time as the subject, implementing the new design procedures rule. So the noun, okay, say Jerry listening here. Use more active voice. That's it. The first part of this morning. Good. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Good. Nice sharing. And now have a break. And after the break, we move on to something different. We track, technical specifications writing. We talk about how we write instructions and so on. Have a break and then please come back by okay. Hi, all right. Okay, welcome back. And I've just, during the break, I have shared two templates with you. One, the first one, SRS. If your team is drafting an SRS, software requirement specification, because your product is related to, well, a software program, then, okay, please have a look of the first file. While the second one is about physical devices, hardware, then I guess, well, some teams say, okay, the second one might fit your needs because, well, your product most probably, okay, I guess, well, you are directing some physical devices, and then, well, you need the second one, the technical specification template for hardware. Now, let's try and work as a team, or well, and then try one warm-up activity. Let me explain everything to you clearly first. Yeah, there you go. Good. You're going to work in a groups of 7 or 8, 2 teams, and after seeing your team members, everyone will give you the worksheets that you need. And then, well, please collaborate nicely in in the break program. Make notes. Have a look. You will receive a picture, and then with the procedures like how maybe I can show you one video clips before I start. Okay, let me share video clips with you. Okay, yeah.
Let me show you how to create an amazing ad using stock footage. Go to our...
Okay, there you go. Okay, I've already prepared this. And sorry, I'm looking for the videos. There you go. Rube Goldberg machines. Something new to you. Rube Goldberg machines. Do you know what this machine is like? Something new to you? Button. No idea. Good. That's nice. It will be inspiring to you. So get some ideas about what Rube Goldberg machines, because your warm-up activity is related to this.
Audience, DV, please.
Easy? Is it easy? I guess the answer is no. Don't worry, you are not asked to, I mean, are you asked to, well, describe these mechanisms? No, but then, I mean, something similar. That means you are going to see a picture and then you find lots of steps and then think about the logic, think about, well, how the mechanism works, yeah, and so on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? So I don't know whether you know what Gilbert machines like, but then this is the largest one so far. I don't know whether you know any new record, but that's the one that I got. If you know, that means let me get some ideas about the well any new or interesting statics like. Now, I will let you work with your teammates. So please work as a whole team. Think about how you are going to illustrate your ideas to the other team. Team one is going to present the pictures that you have got, describe the pictures that you have got to the second team. By the way, let me give you a bit more ideas. I'll show you the slides again. Yes. Good. This. Yeah. Find out which action in the picture the words may apply to, the action. With your partner, try to explain the processes to each other using suitable vocabulary. You may revise your descriptions a bit as a team. So that means step one, step A, well, step B, step B, step C. So think about the logic, finish, your preparation work in 10 minutes. What's next? Then you will join the main section. What you got to do is say team one will try to explain how the invention works, what's the whole pictures about to the other team, to team two, without showing the team the picture. You can't. No, don't share. Okay, well, the picture with the other team. No. While team one's explaining, for example, team two members, please try to draw the invention. Try to draw and then the whole steps. Finally, you guys might, well, with the help of our chat window, chat box, you might share and compare what you have drawn to the actual picture. Yes, got it. It's a test of how we use the language to describe processes, procedures. It's about technical instructions writing, technical procedures writing. Just 2 rooms. Now I let you enter the breakout room first. Then I will share the pictures with you. Be a bit patient. Now, please. Hi, you guys are ready? Hi, welcome back. Have you got any paper with you? Your pen, pencil? Because you have to draw. Get ready. Yes, because okay. Hi, come. Yes, please come back. Yes. Yeah, and have your pen or pencil with you because when team one, you have to. You don't have to draw your own. Okay. But you listen to the other team's descriptions and then try to draw what they described. Okay, and then after finishing your drawing, you might share your masterpiece with the class with the help of the chat box. Okay, team one, are you ready? Team two, so get ready, have your pen or pencil with you because you have to draw. Follow, listen, and follow. Yeah, you may start at any time. Team one, group one. Oh, no. Oh, okay. 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 Team two, group two, team X, please follow and try to draw. Good. Yes, I think team one's team members might, collaborate, help, all teammates. You might add something if you like, or give a hand. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yes, you're right. Good. Good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What? Okay, sorry, no. Okay, don't show us the hints, okay? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Thanks so much. Okay, team two, your drawing. Thanks. What about your drawing? You might share your masterpieces with us. Okay, yes, by the way, then team two, you might start your descriptions now. Team one's members now have your pencil, pen, and paper with you, and then see whether you're able to follow and draw. What's the whole mechanisms or systems like? Team two, over to you. Thanks so much, team one. Wonderful, great. And later on, I would like to ask your team, okay, say each team, where the difficulties. Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Try to describe in a more specific manner. Mhm. Yeah, show us the steps. Let the other team get more ideas about, well, the logical flow, the steps, one by one. Otherwise, it's hard for them to draw, right? Mm-hmm. Better, good, good. Mm-hmm. Good. Does anyone want to add anything? Okay. Team one, is it easy for you to follow? Could you, well, show us what you have drawn? Oh, yeah, good. Mm, yeah. An alarm clock, don't forget. Yes. Good to be creative, but then still, okay. Think about the purpose. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. 8:30 class. All right, okay. And almost. Good. Nice. Team members, all team members, team one and team two members, what do you think about the challenges when you try this activity? What are the challenges? Yeah, you may share your feelings like easy, difficult, very difficult. Mm. Yeah, okay. The items names. Okay. Step by steps. I hope you understand why Adeline shared these activities with you. Yeah, this is the. Oh, great. Thanks so much. Nice. Good. Any other masterpieces? Thanks so much. Yeah. Agree. I tried and then I found it very difficult well as well. Yeah. But okay, number one, I hope you still remember, maybe you still remember, my husband's an engineer, and then, well, he always says, well, engineers got to be, well, I mean, good at, can you guess? Well, well, of course, well, talking about, well, describing procedures, good at drawing. Yes, yes, drawing, yes. Ah, yeah, nice description. Image, yes, exactly, yes. But blind, and think about when you write text specs, basically, I mean, you got the same feelings like, yes, your reader, basically, they know very, very little about what you're talking about, maybe, something new to them, but they share some maybe technical backgrounds, right? Thank you. That's how I designed this activity, and it lets you experience. Okay, well, the challenges not easy at all. In particular, when you talk about the steps, the procedures, yes, the use of verbs, accuracy, angle, different directions, steps, not easy. Well, any more masterpieces? Any more sharing here? SW. Let me show. First of all, let me show you guys what the two pictures are about. I guess, well, this is okay, click. Team one. Yes, this is team one. So team two students. Yeah. So this is the one. Reminds us to post a letter. Yes, these inventions. I can't call it an inventions actually, can I? And team two's, maybe you have already got some ideas about it. Yeah. This is team two's pictures, an alarm clock. And let's take a look of my descriptions. I share with you, yeah, what I prepared. Could you read my descriptions? I use all verbs. I highlighted the keywords, right? The verbs. And the words in green are the items, the nouns. Quite close to mine, yours. I mean, let's have a look of yours. Pretty good, yeah. Very nice. Choose down the window shade. Yeah, so that's how I make it up. And then the second one, take a look. Yeah, again, it's so nice that some of you got the, I mean, suitable wording. Very nice. I'm very happy with that, with your attempt. Yeah. I don't know. It's, well, yeah, just like what you said. Well, it's hard for me to guess. Say J, K, I guess sponge maybe. It's about the weight. I think the key is weight, lowers, and pull string. Yeah, the cannonball. Difficult, right? Thanks so much for your active participation. I hope, I mean, well, you have already experienced how tough, how difficult the task is like when we talk about technical descriptions, technical, procedures writing, process writing, technical process, technical instructions. Yeah, this is a link. And see how we are reminded. Non-specialist audience, when we communicate with them, what do we have to bear in mind? Some questions may help us. Indeed. Oops. Oh, I think it's about time for me to stop, but then let me give you some ideas about the usual. When you describe your product, you need to, talk about its functions, say, then the steps got to be clearly written, the procedures, and then certain particular areas got to be stressed and fully explained and so on. That's why we will move on and talk about how we write precise as well as concise descriptions next lessons. But this morning, I hope you still remember, we are reminded to be more, how should I put it? Reader-oriented. We put reader-oriented as our, this keyword in our mind. Then when we write our descriptions, when we write our technical specifications, we spend more time thinking about how we write in a more concise manner At the same time, we are maintaining preciseness. That's important. You should have already received a technical specifications template, the SRS, as well as the ones for hardware devices. Please spend some time reading, the template with your team members. Next lessons, I'm more than happy to answer some of the questions you have. Say, oh, Evelyn, I would like to know more about, okay, what this section is about. I will move on and provide you with more examples. We will analyze during samples. We will look at, okay, two different areas. Number one, the content. Okay, what sorts of information should be included in your textbooks. Number two, the second area will be language. What about language use? What sorts of features, what sorts of, key components got to be included in your textbook so as to make it, concise as well as meeting time being. That's what we have this morning. Thanks so much. Good luck for the coming midterm tests. All the best. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so keep fighting, everyone. See you this Thursday. Have a good day. Bye then. Yeah, thanks so much. Goodbye. Yes, thanks so much. Bye then.